Procrastination. That soul-crushing monster that devours your dreams, one "I'll do it later" at a time. Overwhelm. That feeling of drowning in a sea of tasks, not knowing where to even begin. Distraction. The constant barrage of notifications, a million shiny objects pulling your focus in 1,000 different directions. Sound familiar? You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're probably just missing a tomato. Yes, a tomato. Or, more specifically, the surprisingly profound, deceptively simple productivity system inspired by one, the Pomodoro Technique. And if you think a kitchen timer can't possibly revolutionize your work, your focus, and your ability to actually get things done, well, prepare to be pleasantly surprised. Welcome to Envolve Educate. We don't just talk about productivity hacks. We explore the psychology and philosophy behind why they work, helping you build systems that align with how your brain is actually wired. Today, we're slicing open the Pomodoro Technique, revealing why this humble tomato timer method is a game changer for millions, from students to CEOs. This isn't just about setting a timer. It's about rewiring your approach to work, conquering procrastination, and reclaiming your focus in a world designed to steal it. If you're ready to stop fighting your brain and start working with it, hit that subscribe button for Envolve Educate, because this little red timer might just be the productivity weapon you've been searching for. Before we dive into how the Pomodoro works, let's understand why we need it. Our brains, for all their incredible power, have a few quirks. One of them is a deep-seated aversion to massive, undefined tasks. When you look at a huge project, write that novel, study for final exams, clean the entire house, your brain often goes into shutdown mode. It feels overwhelming, the end seems impossibly far away, and the path is unclear. This triggers procrastination. Why? Because procrastination is often a mood regulation strategy, not a time management problem. When a task feels aversive, stressful, or boring, procrastination offers a temporary escape to something more pleasant. Scrolling social media, watching a video, maybe even this one initially. The pain of starting the big task feels greater than the pain of future consequences. Furthermore, we live in an all-or-nothing culture. We think we need huge, uninterrupted blocks of time to be productive. I can't start writing until I have at least 3 hours free. I'll organize my finances when I have a whole weekend. The reality? Those perfect, uninterrupted blocks rarely materialize, and the anticipation of needing so much time and energy becomes another barrier to starting. Our attention spans are also under siege. We're conditioned for constant novelty, quick dopamine hits. The idea of deep, sustained focus can feel alien, almost painful. Modern technology, while amazing, has in many ways rewired our brains for distraction, making the focused effort required for meaningful work feel like an uphill battle against our own impulses. And this is where our humble hero, the Pomodoro Technique, enters the scene. Developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s when he was a university student, he used a tomato-shaped kitchen timer, Pomodoro is Italian for tomato, to manage his study time. The method is brilliantly simple. Choose a task. Pick one thing you want to work on, just one. Set the timer, traditionally for 25 minutes. This is one Pomodoro. Work intensely. Work only on that chosen task with focused, uninterrupted effort until the timer rings. No multitasking, no checking emails, no social media, pure, dedicated focus. Timer rings? Short break. Take a genuine 5-minute break. Get up, stretch, grab some water, look away from your screen, do something completely unrelated to your work. Repeat. After your short break, set the timer for another 25-minute Pomodoro. Longer break. After about 4 Pomodoros, so roughly 2 hours of work, take a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. That's it. Seems too simple to be revolutionary, right? But the genius is in its simplicity and how it directly addresses those psychological roadblocks we just talked about. Firstly, it breaks down overwhelming tasks into small, manageable chunks. Write that novel is terrifying. But work on my novel for just 25 minutes? Suddenly that feels doable. Anyone can do almost anything for just 25 minutes. This lowers the barrier to entry and makes it easier to start, which is often the hardest part of overcoming procrastination. Secondly, the short timed bursts of focused work align perfectly with our natural attention rhythms. Our brains aren't designed for hours of unbroken, intense concentration. The 25-minute work sprint followed by a 5-minute break respects this, preventing burnout and maintaining a higher level of focus over time. The breaks aren't a luxury, they're a crucial part of the system, allowing your brain to rest, consolidate information, and recharge for the next sprint. But the Pomodoro technique is more than just a timer. It's a mindset shifter. Let's unpack its psychological superpowers. Combats procrastination by creating urgency, the good kind. That ticking timer creates a gentle, artificial sense of urgency. It's not the stressful panic of a looming deadline, but a focused impetus to make the most of that 25-minute window. It gamifies the work, builds focus, and trains attention. In a world of constant pings, the Pomodoro forces you to practice single tasking. Each 25-minute interval is a mini workout for your attention muscle. Over time, your ability to resist distractions and maintain deep focus strengthens significantly. You're not just getting work done, you're actively training your brain to be less distractible. Reduces overwhelm and anxiety. By breaking tasks down and focusing on only one short sprint at a time, the feeling of being overwhelmed diminishes. You're only ever committing to the current 25 minutes, not the entire mountain of work. This lowers anxiety and makes even daunting projects feel approachable. Provides clear feedback and motivation, each completed. Pomodoro is a small win. Marking it off gives you a tangible sense of progress and accomplishment, which is incredibly motivating. You can see your effort accumulating, which fuels further effort. Manages distractions. Systematically. The rule is, if a distraction arises during a Pomodoro, an idea, something you need to remember, a non-urgent message, quickly jot it down and immediately return to your task. You address it during your break. This acknowledges the distraction without letting it derail your focus. Improves time estimation. By consistently working in these timed blocks, you get a much better sense of how long tasks actually take. This is invaluable for future planning and setting realistic goals. The Pomodoro isn't just about doing more stuff faster. It's about cultivating a deeper relationship with your work and your time. It introduces a rhythm, a mindful engagement, almost a meditative quality to your effort. It's less about brute force productivity and more about intelligent, sustainable effort. It aligns with philosophical ideas about presence and intentionality, doing one thing well with your full attention rather than many things poorly. It's a practice in being fully where you are, doing fully what you're doing for that defined period. Now, while the classic 25/5-minute split is a great starting point, the beauty of the Pomodoro technique is its flexibility. It's not a rigid dogma, it's a framework you can adapt to your own work style, energy levels, and the nature of your tasks. Experiment with timings. Some people thrive on longer focus blocks, e.g., 50 minutes work, 10 minutes break. Others, especially when starting or with very low energy, might even do 15/3. Find what works for you. The key is consistent, focused work followed by a genuine break. Protect your Pomodoros. Fiercely, this is crucial. A Pomodoro is a sacred, unbreakable unit of focus time. Turn off notifications. Let colleagues, family know you're in a focus block. If an interruption is unavoidable, pause the Pomodoro, deal with it, and then restart or abandon that Pomodoro and start a new one. Don't let it just dribble away. Use breaks wisely. Don't just switch from one screen, work, to another, social media. Truly disengage. Get up, move, stretch, hydrate, look out the window, listen to a song. This allows your brain to properly rest and switch gears. Batch similar tasks. Grouping small, similar tasks, like answering a few emails, making a couple of quick calls, into one. Pomodoro can be very effective. Pomodoro for planning and review. Use a Pomodoro at the beginning of your day to plan your tasks and at the end to review what you accomplished and plan for tomorrow. Combine with other techniques. The Pomodoro plays beautifully with other productivity methods like Eat That Frog, tackling your hardest task first, or time blocking. The goal isn't to become a robot, mindlessly ticking off Pomodoros. It's to find a rhythm that allows you to work with deep focus, manage your energy effectively, and make consistent progress on the things that truly matter to you without burning out. The Pomodoro is less a rigid rulebook and more a flexible dance partner that helps you find your most productive and sustainable rhythm. So, the Pomodoro Technique, a simple tomato timer that sparked a productivity revolution. It's not magic, it's smart psychology. It's about understanding how your brain works. It's aversion to overwhelm, its need for focus, its craving for small wins, and then designing a system that plays to those strengths rather than fighting against them. It's a tool to conquer procrastination, not by sheer willpower, but by making the first step irresistible. It's a training ground for your attention in a world that's constantly trying to steal it. It's a way to bring intention, rhythm, and yes, even a sense of calm and control to your most challenging work. Stop waiting for motivation to strike. Stop battling the monster of overwhelm. Pick a task, set a timer, and for just 25 minutes, give it your all. You might be amazed at what your tomato-powered brain can achieve. What's the one task you've been procrastinating on that you're going to tackle with your first Pomodoro after watching this? Or what's your favorite Pomodoro tip? Share your plans and wisdom in the comments below. Let's build a super-focused Envolve Educate community. If this video gave you a fresh perspective on productivity or a tool you're excited to try, please slice that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Share this video with anyone who's drowning in their to-do list and needs a lifeline. And to keep evolving your mindset and discovering more powerful ways to work and live smarter, make sure you subscribe to Envolve Educate and hit that notification bell. We're all about empowering you with knowledge that works. The revolution doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes it starts with a simple tomato. Thank you for watching.